Hello guys. Today I will be going to tackle about understanding computer memory, its classifications, functionality, and storage needs based on applications. So how does Wait lang guys, kaya naglag. So how does computer works and its classifications? How does computer memory works? Ang memory na ay hierarchy. Pinakauna, data goes into RAM or random access memory before the CPU accesses it. Kung kinahanglan na ang data, ang uban sa cache or register must store para mas dali makuha sa CPU. Did you know nga ang memory ay parang utak ng computer? Well, from name itself, dito nakastore lahat ng data at instructions na ginagamit ng CPU para gumana ng mabilis. If your CPU relied solely on the hard drive, sobrang bagal nito. Kaya gumagamit tayo ng memory. From the moment na i-turn on mo na ito, ang computer mo, ginagamit na agad ang memory. Pag na-load na ang operating system or OS, it stays in RAM for quick access. Ang memory mao ang naggatabang sa computer para makatrabaho og daghan nga task sabay-sabay. Now let's get to the classifications of computer memory. The primary memory and its types, secondary memory and the types, cache memory and register memory. Primary memory. This is the computer's main memory directly used by the CPU. Being closer to the CPU, it offers faster access than secondary memory but is volatile, meaning data is lost during power failures. It is also more expressive and has limited capacity compared to secondary memory. Primary memory has two types, the random access memory or RAM or read-only memory or ROM. From RAM, it is the one of the faster types of main memory accessed directly by the CPU. Ang RAM is used to read or write data in memory until the machine is working. Also, this is volatile, meaning kapag nawala ng power, mawawala ang data. The next type of primary memory is the ROM, read-only memory. Ang ROM is non-volatile. It means that the stored information cannot be lost even when the power is turned off or the system is shut down. However, ROM can't be modified by the user. So na ay two types of RAM, which is the DRAM or dynamic RAM, and DRAM kay mas cheap at ginagamit for dynamic storage but slower kaysa sa SRAM. And the other one is ang SRAM or static RAM. Faster but more expensive, commonly used for cache memory. On the other hand, there are also 5 types of ROM. The MROM, mask ROM, pinakakaraan nga klase sa ROM nga gi-configure daan during sa manufacturing og dili na mausab sa user. PROM or programmable ROM, usa ka blank ROM diin makasulat ra ang user og data kausa gamit ang special programmer, dili na kini mabag-o o ma-erase after. EPROM or erasable programmable ROM, non-volatile memory nga pwede ma-erase gamit ang ultraviolet light ug ma-reprogram, can store data for 10 to 20 years. EEP ROM or electrical erasable programmable ROM, pwede ma-erase ug ma-rewrite gamit ang electrical charge hangtod sa 10,000 times and can retain data even without power. Flash ROM, usa ka klase sa EEPROM nga makasulat og maka-erase sa data by blocks or sectors. Kasagaran ginagamit para ma-transfer og data between devices og dili mawala ang data bisan mapalong ang power. Next classification of computer memory is the secondary memory. It is used for long-term storage like hard drives, USB devices, or DVDs. dili siya mo diretso ma-access sa CPU. It needs to be loaded into RAM first and they send it to the processor to read and update the data. Unlike primary memory, secondary memory is non-volatile, meaning dili mawala ang data even if power is off. So naa types of secondary memory. These are hard disk, floppy disk, CD or compact disc, DVD, Blu-ray disc and pin drive. I already discussed this from my last video, so moving forward for the next classification for cache memory. Cache memory is a smaller, faster type of memory used by the CPU to store frequently accessed data. The closer the cache, the faster the access. It is sometimes called CPU memory because it is very close to the CPU. These are the three levels of cache memory. Mao kini ang L1 cache, also called onboard or primary cache, where na-build siya through CPU mismo. Paspas kayo ni siya with sizes ranging from 8 KB to 128 KB. L2 cache, known as external or secondary cache, naa kini sa motherboard, dili parehas sa L1 nga built-in sa CPU. This size range from 128 KB to 1 MB. L3 cache, kini usually makita sa mga high-performance computers. Dako siya pero hinay gamay kaysa L1 ug L2 with a size up to 8 MB. And the last classification is called registers. Registers memory is a temporary storage area for data and instructions. It is the smallest and fastest memory in the computer. Located in the CPU, it stores frequently used data for quick access by the CPU. It helps speed up computer operations. All in all, that's a quick look at how memory works and its different classifications. Now for the next questions. How much computer memory storage as consumer needs depending on applications? Now let's talk about how memory and storage you need. Ang daming options ngayon. Pero paano mo nalalaman kung gaano kalaki ang kailangan mo? It all depends on what you use your computer for. Depende jud sa imong usage ang imong memory nga kinahanglan. If you're just a casual user or like just use for it for browsing, checking emails, basic office works, listening to music or watching videos, 8 GB RAM and 256 GB ROM is enough. You will be able to do this task without having slowing down issues. For most people nga mag-Facebook o mag-Microsoft Word lang, dili na kayo necessary na magamit og dagko na memory. Busa, ayaw na og gasto og dako kung light task ra imong ginabuhat. If you're an intermediate or user doing everyday tasks like browsing the internet, checking emails, word processing, working on spreadsheets, playing simple flash games, and multitasking with most music and videos, 8 GB RAM or is more than sufficient. Maka-ensure kini og smooth performance bisan daghan kag open nga browser tabs. Masayon ra ang pag-handle sa mga moderately complex nga spreadsheets ug makapadagan ka og simple graphic programs or flash games nga walay lag. Dako pod og makatabang ang 16 GB nga sa multitasking. Makapaminaw ka og music o makatan-aw videos while working, walay performance issues. For professional users like gamers, graphic designers, or those doing high performance tasks like gaming, multimedia editing, HD video productions, or 3D modeling, you'll need at least 36 GB of RAM for smooth and efficient performance. Para sa mga bugat kayo nga trabaho like 3D rendering or paggamit og professional apps sama sa AutoCAD, mas maayo naa kay 32 GB nga RAM kay dako kayo og files ang involved. Og complex ang mga task nga gina-perform sa mga computer. Kani nga mga task ug sama niini sobrang demanding sa memory at storage. Maong need sabog at least 1 terabyte of storage or more para hindi ka mabitin. Will I need more RAM in the future? As apps gets more demanding, you need more RAM. If imo computer naka-max or nasa RAM, max out na sa RAM, it will likely for it'll end of its lifespan. So mas proactive ka, add more RAM as you need. Kung mas upgraded ka sa mga operating system, that's a good time you add RAM. Newer OS versions usually need more RAM to run smoothly. If barato imong computer with minimal RAM, better to check for upgrades. This could save your money and boost performance significantly. Please know that when deciding how much memory you need, consider what you use your computer for, the operating system needs, and any software you use that is particularly memory hungry. Installing the right amount of RAM is enable you to multitask with ease. And that ends my discussion. Thank you for listening.